So I've kind of talked about all the animes and done reviews for all the animes I want to talk about. Whether it's Shield anime, already talked about it. Whether it's Dorov, kind of already talked about it. Whether it's Harem, I could say Harem, Quintessential Quintuplets. Whether it's Data Life 3, I've already kind of talked about it, made a couple videos about it. And I'm probably going to still give a review by the end, but not right now. Domestic Girlfriend, I just kind of finished the review for that one as well. And I've kind of just gone through everything. And it's put me kind of in a weird spot to where I don't know where I should go. So as I'm just kind of binging through and looking for the next anime topic I want to, anime review I want to talk about, I kind of spot something in my timeline. And I decided, what the heck, I'm just going to do this, Don't really have a reason of doing it, I'm just going to do it because, just because. So the anime we're going to be talking about today is Just Because. Now, I've kind of just picked this up over the last couple of days, watched it for the first time, and I really, really enjoy it. I find a lot of things that kind of explain my own life and high school in general. And I'm just going to go with the synopsis and then give you an actual breakdown of what's going on and what this means. So it's another year, right? It's coming close to the end and you're all third year high school students. You move, and the main character, you move steadily towards, the milestone, which is graduation, going to college or going to the workforce and finally becoming an adult and living in the next chapter of your life, basically. Among them is Natsume, a girl who is burdened with the lingering feeling for another classmate, or your Moriko, a member of the concert band, but you're distant from everyone else. Then you have Haruto, an athletic, jock, but he's obsessed with baseball and he's really, he's a nice guy. Meanwhile, you have a second year student, Komoe, who's seeking to revive the photography club to its former glory, refusing to let the organization be disbanded. Though this group lacks a strong connection with each other, it's all changed once the arrival of the third year transfer student. The person who literally sparks this and changes all of their lives moving forward. Like, just imagine you're on a singular path, you're on a one-line train in your life, and then you instantly get shifted and changed around, going left and right because of the arrival of, say, one friend or one person in your life. And this is very much true in general, because one person can change your life. One person can take you from being a quiet and distancing friend or distancing person to outward, more energetic kind of person. One person can take you from being inside to deciding, like being by yourself basically, to play games with them and go and experience new adventures. One person can go and take you from being very maybe poorly at school to very gifted in academics. One person can change your life, and that's all the case with the transfer student who is also close to graduating, and his name is Eitoa. Ada's, it's business as usual. He's going with his father and his family to another school. This is not the first time, but this will be the last time, apparently. He's going back to his hometown to see all his old friends and finish, his semester in high school. For better or worse, it sparks a rekindling old relationship with his peers and leaving behind what would have been their lives. With graduation obviously causing their own share of anxieties, depressions, or sudden feelings, these students go from having a carefree lives to a really abrupt ending, long forgetting memories or burdens or emotions. It's kind of inspiring new passions and bringing together a new future for them. We're going to go with just main leads and kind of go from there. So, Eitoa, you are the transfer student. You are the person basically in the driver's seat to shape these individuals' lives in different ways. You can go with your best friend Haruto, who's the athletic baseball player who you haven't talked to in for years, but you know, you wanted to keep up communication, but it, you know, life happens. Life hits you. So you go and talk to him. You guys both talk about your times playing baseball, because that's the only thing you have to talk about at this point is baseball. And you find that, I found that pretty interesting, but very true when you're meeting up with an old friend. You don't have much to talk about. You don't know about their lives until they tell you. So you're only talking about baseball. And during that conversation, you bring up that Haruto talks about the national championship and how they didn't win, but they got to play against the national champions, and it re-sparked something for Haruto. It re-sparked something and has those two playing one last game of a home run game for baseball, where the two are, Haruto is the one batting and Edo is the one pitching. The rules are pretty simple. If you're Edo, you're trying to just strike them out. You're trying to just let him hit foul balls the entire time. You don't want it, even if he hits it, you don't want him to get a home run. For Haruto, it's pretty simple. Hit an out-of-the-park home run. And you'll find this very interesting about the story. Whenever these kind of moments happens, someone's future is instantly changed from it. So Haruto, his bet, or what he was going to do if he won it, was pretty freaking significant. It sparks the entire show from here. He had to win this for anything else to happen. And he does win it, obviously. He wins it. And what he says for his prize, or what he's going to do if he wins, it sounds like it's dealing with baseball, but it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the girl he's been thinking about or crushing on the entire time, Morikawa. Morikawa is the girl he goes and ends up confessing to later on in the series, but asking on a date. That's a pretty big step. Sure, you should have, you're in high school, dates happen all the time. Kind of probably should have done it earlier, but it's happening now. The final year in high school, you do it, and it sparks the whole group chat. It sparks all these guys hanging out and start talking to each other. Morikawa doesn't see this as anything really, as just friends. She already has her future planned out, her destiny already shaped out. She's not thinking about you. She's not thinking of any of you. She's just, trying to enjoy her last couple of months and leave and begin her own future. That wasn't the case. It was just kind of like the basic wingman who's going to help out. He's going with Natsume, the girl he's been crushing on since middle school, but long forgets those kind of feelings really forgets her. But man, does it bring back something when you see him chasing after her the way he does. And unlike any of these characters, the way he chases after her is very to himself. It's quiet. He's willing to do so much to try and just have a chance. Meanwhile, she's not really paying too much attention to it or understanding. She doesn't know his feelings altogether. It's fair. It's understandable. Natsume has been chasing after Haruto, but chasing after isn't probably the proper word to say after. She's just kind of been in the background. She pushes and wishes for the relationship to go on, but it's nothing too serious. And of course she has her supporting friends in the background trying to help her out, trying to get her to go do it or push her towards Haruto the best they can. They're not trying to end the relationship between Haruto or Morikawa. They're trying to just be the bystanders and be the friends to help her. And that's really nice. Morikawa has her own friends trying to support really Haruto get a clue or get through the door. And then Komiya is the photographer who decides, hey, I really want to save my club. This is all I have. I'm going to put everything into it. And she's really hardworking and ends up helping Eto a lot, to the point of her own developing of feelings and what she wants to do further. And all these characters end up confessing, one way or the other, confessing to their significant other. And not everyone exactly wins, but most of them do. Most of them have their happy ending with probably not the person they wanted at the beginning, but the person that best fit them. And they realize their own feelings and they really change their whole futures with this. Now, the anime isn't too long. It honestly wouldn't take you too long to watch it. I really advise you to watch it. It's only 12 episodes. It only lasts like 23 minutes. It's pretty good. The producers, it has plenty of producers. The anime is not itself too crazy, but it's not bad in any way. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good anime. The things that would keep it from being a great anime are just kind of small things, like sure, the quality of some of the actual shots were not good. Like, I felt like some of the scenes for the characters and the background just didn't mix. And that's my own personal opinion, as well as the final scene of the anime where you finally get the quote-unquote happy ending to all their futures, and you get to see what happens. Sure, it was okay, but you know, some of it was like just the background not coming into play like it should have. But that's its own charm about it, and you could say that it was the artistic design that they were going for, and if that's the case, then more power to them. In the end, the anime was pretty good. I had a lot of time to enjoy it and really look at it, and I liked it for what it was. I didn't feel like they were playing on a particular niche. I felt like the actions the characters took really did fit what they were all feeling, and I felt like it was the best way to quote-unquote end the anime. This one doesn't really need a second season to be more popular or to do better. So yeah, so for what it was really good. It didn't really have a manga or a light novel to go after or source the material, so if you're just going off the anime itself, it did pretty freaking good. It did a good job. I mean, of course, I didn't like when they had CG in the anime. I didn't like that. I could tell it's CG. Everyone can tell when it's CG, but all in all, it was pretty well done. I enjoyed all the main characters. I enjoyed some of the supporting characters. If anything you say you could improve off of this, I would say supporting characters. But if you're looking to watch a slice of life drama romance anime, school anime, this is pretty good. And if you don't have too much time and you have enough time, watch it. Watch it for the 23 minutes. It's pretty freaking good. I really enjoyed it. But that's my opinion, obviously. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's Berry Anime. Out. Peace.